boys and girls. This is our writing assignment. We're going to be retelling a story. You will need for this assignment your pencil, this outline that we're going to be writing on, Cowpoke Clyde and Dirty Dog, and you're going to need the writing booklet that goes with it. Check to make sure that the title, Cowpoke Clyde and Dirty Dog, is at the top. If you would like to listen to the story again, you have two choices. You can listen to it being read on YouTube, or you can listen to it again with Mrs. May. You did a directed drawing yesterday so that you would have Cowpoke Clyde, you would have Dog, you'd have some of the other animals that were involved in our story. When we're retelling, we need to make sure that this information is shared. What is the setting, or where does the story take place? We know what happened on the farm. Who are the characters in our story? What was the problem, and what was the solution? How did the problem get solved? The pieces of the puzzle need to fit together to complete the story. So when we're retelling fiction or story, you need to talk about, once again, the setting. Is the story taking place at the beach? Who are the characters? What is the problem, and how was the problem solved? Let's see our story. Okay. Our setting, our story takes place on the farm. And who are the characters? Well, there's Cowpoke Clyde. Oops. Good grief. Sorry, guys. There's Cowpoke Clyde, and there's Dog. And there they are in the story. What's the problem? Dog does not want a bath, and he's running away, causing all kinds of havoc. And the problem was solved when he decided he wanted to get into the bathtub outside and have a bath. We're going to be using this retelling outline to help us. Check to make sure that you've got the title at the top, Cowpoke Clyde and Dirty Dog. We're going to look at number 1, the first things that happened in our story. What happened next in our story? Number 3, then what happened? And 4th, what happened at the last or the end of our story? When you're filling in the retelling outline chart with your teacher, if you're having problems keeping up, pause the video to catch up, take a screenshot and catch up later, and you will have Friday as a finish-up day if you need more time. First, think about what happened in the story. Okay, talk to yourself. Tell yourself what happened. Well, we met Cowpoke Clyde, we met Dog. Cowpoke Clyde was cleaning up, and then he smelled his smelly dog. And the dog took off. So these are words that we'll be writing. Dog, that is how this dog's name is spelled. His name is Dog. Dog, but the AW says aw. So Dog was dirty, Cowpoke Clyde, and bath. We're only taking the key words to help us rewrite this in sentences with our own words. So hopefully you'll have Dog was dirty, Cowpoke Clyde, and bath in your first page, in your first sentence. So we're going to write this together. Thank you for finding this. So the first thing we're going to write is Dog was dirty. Put a tick, capital D, A, W, G. Make sure that your G comes down into the dirt. Space, dirty. D-I-R-T-Y. I'm going to use blue. It's easier for you people to see. And the next thing we need to write is Cowpoke Clyde. Cowpoke is a name. Capital C-O-W, poke. Puh. and Clyde, capital C-L-Y-D-E. Try not to go over. It's hard with these pens. The other one, the last thing, dog was dirty. Cowpoke Clyde wanted to give the dog a bath. B-A-T-H. Okay, you can catch up later. We'll go on. There is the information. Next, what happened? Think about our book. Well, Clyde is ready to rope him and catch him, and dog runs away. And he keeps running. So the words we're going to need are Clyde chases, dog runs. We're not going to write sentences. We're not going to write a lot of extra information. We just are going to write about the key ideas. There's my pencil telling me that we're going to write. And I'm going to try purple this time. Here we go. Tick Clyde. C-L-Y-D-E, chases. C-H, A-S. To make that A say A, we need a magic E. And chases. Clyde chases. Another tick, dog, and I'm going to spell it the way it was spelled in the book. Capital D-A-W-G, chases, runs, sorry. Oh, now we've got other things happening here. Dog runs, R-U-N-S. Thank you to the people that knew we were going to write runs, and they did it. Okay, now I need you to think about what happens then. Think about it. Who were some of the animals that were in the book? Well, we have the fleas, we have the hog, we have the chickens, we have some cats, we have the mule. The mule ends up breaking the hitch and kicks poor Clyde. And then, we'll find out what happens now. So all of these animals got wet, and the dog did not. So who are some of the animals? So we're going to be writing other animals wet. We don't even need got wet. We just need the keywords. There were chickens, fleas, cats, a hog, and a mule. If you want to write those when we go to write out your story, that's fine. But we're not going to write all of that. We're just going to write other animals get wet. Okay. And we're going to use blue this time. So going down to number 3, then, other, T-H-O-O-T-H-E-R, animals, A-N-I-M-A-L-S, other animals, wet. That's all we need to say for then what happened. I need you to think about what happened last. Clyde's mad. He's had enough. He's all dirty from the chicken mess, from all of the animals kicking him into the dirt. He goes outside, has an outside tub bath, and look what happens. All of a sudden, Clyde knew he wasn't alone. Now there was two that soaked beneath the moon, 2 that liked to howl and croon. And ever since that fateful night, Cowboy Clyde and dog don't fight. 'Cause when they're filthy head to toe, Clyde and dog know where to go. It looks like the other animals do too. So, dog, in the end, has a bath. So let's write Clyde. Oh, come off it. Clyde, C-L-Y-D-D-E. Bath, B-A-T-H. Once again, I'm writing big so that it's easier for you to read. And dog. What's going on here? D-A-W-G. Jumps. J-U-M-P-S. Jumps. Our retail outline is all complete. I started with the green for go, moves into the purple, moved into the blue, and then the red means we're done. So first, dog was dirty, Cowboy Clyde, bath. Next, Clyde chases, dog runs. Then, other animals get all wet, oh my. And then the last thing, Clyde has a bath and dog jumps in. You're going to be needing this booklet for writing. And if you open up the book, you'll then see the page that says then, next, and last. We're going to be using these notes to write sentences. Every time I wiggle my arm, this goes smaller. What do we need to remember for sentences? Well, sentences need a subject. The who that will be written about. We know that we have dog and Cowpoke Clyde. The action, what does the subject do? Walk, eat, dance, sing, chases. Well, we know that there's going to be some chasing involved. When you're writing, I'd like you to remember that you can glue two ideas together with glue words. Glue words are and, so, but, or because. If you use the word and, I wanted to show you, you have one idea, and is the glue word, the second idea, and then you must have a period. Let's take a quick look. I like pop. We have one idea. I like pop and chips. Two ideas. I have a cat and a rabbit for a pet. Two ideas. I have two pets. Something to remember that you can only write one and in a sentence. That's very, very important. Only one and. Remembering that also when we're writing, you're going to need capitals, finger spaces, punctuation, and does your sentence make sense? So we're going to use our outline notes and we're going to write a sentence. So the first words we wrote were dog, dirty, Cowpoke, Clyde, and bath. Can you put these words in a sentence right now? Okay, say your sentence aloud, please. Well, while you were doing that, I was making some sentences. Here are three choices. Cowpoke Clyde wanted to give his dirty dog, named Dog, a bath. I have all those words. Second sentence. Dog was very dirty. Cowpoke Clyde wanted to give him a bath. That makes sense. That could be a sentence also. Using those three words. Cowpoke Clyde needed to give his dirty, stinky dog a bath. We need to remember that dog dirty, not a sentence, doesn't tell us what the action is. Cowpoke Clyde tells us who, but doesn't tell us what the action is. Bath tells us what's going to happen, but not the who. So you're not going to put a capital here and then put a period there and say, oh, I've got a sentence. No, a sentence has to have certain things in it. Okay, I underlined the words dog, dirty, Cowpoke, Clyde, and bath so you could see that yes, each one of those sentences are very different. but they have those 3 words in them somehow. You can change dog here to this dog, up to you, the spelling of it. Okay, this is our writing paper. You're going to choose what sentence you want to write. I'm going to write a sentence that says, Cowpoke Clyde go back up there. Cowpoke Clyde wanted to give his dog a bath. Clyde. Oof. Oh, I'm hurrying. You hopefully will print more neatly than this. His dog a bath. And this pen is not working well. So now it's going to be your turn to write. You're only going to write about what happened first. When you're done, you're going to check for capitals, finger spaces, punctuation. Does it make sense? And in doing so, I use capital letters. Check. I use spaces. Check. I use punctuation. Check. Okay, you are free to go and write only about what first happened in the story. Have fun learning, boys and girls.